Hey everyone, here's more of my experience with the Comic-Con hotel sign-up system. When I finally, okay, I said earlier that it wasn't working because the system hadn't properly updated. It did. About 10 minutes after 9 o'clock, it really finally refreshed. Next thing I was in like Flint. I made my hotel selections and I pressed submit, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. And the other pages told me that I was kicked out. And I thought, how could I be in and then get kicked out? That didn't make any sense to me. So I had to go right back in. And when I did, guess what? My preferred hotels were already gone like that. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't rooms in my preferred hotels downtown. But there's got to be a better system that is, a system that's less. Let me say what the problem is. The system they set up is too reliant on the refresh code system. And they need to have a system that is more along the lines of, I'm trying to think of one that really works well, that's perhaps more Ajax based than HTML based, so that it's not so susceptible to web page, to your movements on a web page. Maybe you might click somewhere accidentally out and it misinterprets that click and it gets a refresh with a certain browser, which is what happened with me in Firefox, because there's no other way to explain why all of a sudden I got kicked out of the system. That system is too sensitive, too reliant on an auto refresh system, as opposed to, what would work, because what would work, I think, is, I can't remember that organization that had, so I used it not too long ago. It was really a smooth system to use, and I used it just, StubHub system of ordering. And Starbucks, I'm sorry, Starbucks app, the Starbucks gift card page system, whatever programming code they're using for that, it works very well. It's very robust. In other words, I can make a change there, and I can know that change stays in place even as RAM in my machine increases, as perhaps there's a movement on another page. I know it's solid. Or maybe I might open up multiple pages. The bottom line is, the system is solid. It has the input you put in that you installed, and that input remains. And it changes. It has a more robust switching system. I have to find out what language they're using to develop that, because that's more desirable than what Comic-Con International is using currently, or at least the organization, the vendor that they're contracted with, is using currently, because that resulted in me getting kicked out and not getting the hotels that I want. Now I've got to try another strategy. There you go.